Hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make your own custom Minecraft boss. So this is going to be in 3 parts. Part 1, I'm going to show you how to make stronger mob with more HP, armor, weapons, stuff like that. Stage 2 is going to be custom abilities. So you're going to be able to add your own abilities to this boss. And stage 3 is stuff like dialogue and startup animations and death animations that are really going to bring your boss to the last level. So let's get right into this. So first we're going to make a spawn egg for our boss. So our boss is going to be called Zombo. Let's go. It's the super zombie, Zombo. So he's going to spawn in whenever we place this down. So we might create a better spawning system later, but for now we're just going to use this. And then next we're going to give ourselves a command block. So what we're going to make first is we're going to give the boss some armor, which is going to be really simple. So for this, you're going to want to understand the replace item command. So the replace item command works by first stating what slot you want it to put in, and then stating what item you want to put in that slot. So we're going to do that right now. Repeat, always active. So what we're going to put in is replace item, entity, no autocorrects. All entities name equals Zombo, or whatever the name of your boss is. Slots.armor.head 0. The 0 is what slot index it is. So say it's a hotbar, 0 would be the first, 1 would be the second, but because it's an armor slot, it'd just be default to 0. Netherite helmet. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oops, I named him Zombie. Zombo. There we go. And there you can see Zombo. He has a special helmet. And you can see the chat's getting spammed. You can just do game rule command block output false. That'll fix it. After that, you're gonna do that for every single slot of armor, if you want to have that. And also, if you want to make a like diamond armor or something, you can do that. Or if you want to make a gold armor, anything really cool, you can do that yourself. But next, we're gonna make a sword. So we're gonna do the netherite sword, of course, and then the slot is slot.weapon.mainhands. And that, you see, can give them a very cool netherite sword. The next thing we want to give the boss is an enchantment. So you don't need to give the boss enchantments, but I want to. So /enchants, entity's name equals Zombo, of course. Zombo, there we go. We're gonna give him sharpness. Let's say 3. Let's see if it works. Oh no, it always autocorrects to zombie every time. Zombo, there we go. See, he now has sharpness 4. Very nice. Okay guys, so the next thing we want to add, the final thing we want to add to make this guy a true boss is some effects. So how the effect command works is first you state what effect you want, then how long you want it to last, and after that you say the effect level, and then finally true or false to say if you want the effect particles to show. So we're gonna apply that right here. So effect, all entities name equals Zombo, or the name of your boss, with speed 1, so for 1 second, but it doesn't really matter because it loops infinitely. Level 2, true. And you can see speed 2, Zombo for 1 second. And now we can see, look how fast he is. You're not going to be able to outrun him. Pretty overpowered. To round off the first part of this boss, we're going to add one more command. So this command is going to be a particle command. So for this command, we're going to have to use the execute command. So the execute command, I'm not going to explain it because it's pretty complicated. But you can just fill this in for your boss. But basically, it runs a command as as whatever entity you put in it at its location using the add_s. So we're gonna run particle, redstone, or dust particle. Make sure you have the Minecraft part at the front. You can change this to whatever particle you want, but I'm gonna do this. Tilde, tilde, tilde. Tilde is the location, the current location of it. And let's see if it works. You can see it's kind of wonky. There is a particle. It's kind of at its feet though. So how would you make it like that? So we're gonna want to change that. So now it's one higher in the Y. So see, now there's this red thing. Yeah. Which looks pretty cool. You can always change where this is. But that is going to round off part 1. And so I'll see you in the next part. Hey guys, welcome to part 2. And in this part, we're finally making some epic, very cool, very epic special abilities for the boss. So let's just actually start right now. Just get right into it. So this system right here is going to be detecting if there's a boss, and then it's going to run to start a random command. So we're going to go over it. So first there's this command. Test for all, it should be all players fighting Zombo. And actually we're going to test for fighting Zombo. So this is the very first command, this part. This is the repeat always active command. Execute as all entities name equals Zombo. It'll tag the nearest player, or sorry, it'll tag all players in a radius of 30 with fighting Zombo. This one, it's going to execute as all entities unless the entity Zombo is in 50 block radius. Basically, it's going to make them start fighting, or it's going to make them stop having the tag fighting Zombo. Very, very simple. I put in a chain. You can just put another repeat always active command, whatever you want. Next, there's this command. So this is going to be an etho clock system that'll activate the random command thing. So first, we have this command, test for all players fighting Zombo, obviously. We have a comparator output. Then we have a gold block with a torch on it with redstone. Next, we have 2 hoppers facing each other. If you don't know how to do this, just do that, and then that, and then you have 2 hoppers facing each other. And then above that, we have a redstone block. To the sides, we have 2 pistons. Comparators coming out of the hoppers. Redstone on top of these gold blocks. And then we have a command block we're going to go over. Another important thing, we have some items inside here that'll basically flow in between these 2 things. So if there's basically how this works, if there's somebody who's fighting Zombo, the items will flow back and forth like they're doing right now, and it'll activate this command block. So if we look at this command block, it's gonna execute as a random armor stand with the name random Zombo attack, and at its location, it's gonna spawn a redstone block beneath its feet. Right here, right here, right here. Another command right here sets the block. This is impulse needs redstone. Sets the block above these guys to command or to gold blocks, and then we'll go over these commands in a second. But first, here's the first ability, guys. Okay, very cool ability. What this one is, basically, it's gonna give the player tag arrow rain. So it's gonna be arrows above the player falling down on them, so they have to move around while they're fighting Zombo. So first we have a gold block, and then beneath or above it we have this command, and then this command. This one is optional to give the Zombo slowness. Then we have this command, which gives the players fighting the tags fighting Zombo the tag arrow rain. We have a bunch of repeaters for delay, and then we have tag all players remove arrow rain. Then we have this command, which basically executes as all arrow rains if the block if the block 5 blocks above their head is error, it'll summon an arrow 5 blocks above their head. Super simple. I know I'm going through these really fast, but you can pause the video, copy these down, whatever you want. And then next thing, we want to be able to hook up this to this command block. So if you're on PC, you can find the location really easy. Just do set block, tab, 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 tab. When I say tab, tab, I mean press the tab button twice, tab, tab, and then type redstone block, and then hold A, and then holds control, and then click A, and then hold control and click C. And very simply, you have it, and then you can paste it in with Control V. If you're not on PC, just try to find the coordinates. You can look in the top left if you enable show coordinates, and just try to, however you can, get this location and set that block to redstone. Next command, it says the Zombo says arrow rain. We're gonna change this in part 3 to be better, so it looks cooler and stuff. For now, that's good. And then ignore these for now. This is for the second one. So this is the second attack. This one is a web. So it's gonna shoot out. So Zombo is gonna shoot out a web that follows the player. So this sets the block to redstone. This gives the Zombo slowness. And then I'm just gonna go through these real fast. That, and that. So all that's doing is that spawning an armor stand, making it invisible, making it hold a web, and then it's making the Zombo hold a web also. Next we have these commands, that, and that, which the first one makes the web go towards the player, and the second one actually makes the armor stand spawn webs. And then we have this command, which kills the web, and this one is also optional, but it clears out the webs in a radius around the player that's fighting Zombo and removes the webs, so it doesn't stay there forever. And then when you hook it up, same as the other one, find the coordinates, same as the other one, say web throw. And now we're actually going to test out these very cool commands. So I'm going to get this command ready. Oops. Redstone block. We're going to copy it. Okay. So we're going to place them down. So we're going to test out the first one. Let's see. And you can see above our heads, raining arrows, and then it stops. Let's do it again. Perfect. Now we're going to test this next one. I'll just manually do that. You can see he throws these webs, and the player gets stuck in it, and then after a little while, clears out the webs. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's move on to the final command. So this one is sword throw. So Zombo's gonna throw his sword. Or sorry, not the final command, the final ability. Oh no, he threw his whip at me again. Let me disable this for now. Make sure you put. You don't have to do that. You can just go through these commands. This one spawns the armor stand. This one gives the armor stand invisibility. This one makes the Zombo stop holding a sword, so it looks like he's throwing it. This one makes the sword throw hold a sword, and this one makes it face towards the player. Then we have these two command blocks. This one makes it damage all players nearby. This one makes the sword teleport forward. And then lastly, we have these at the end, which after a little while, it'll make the sword throw hold air and then kill it. So this one is optional. Or sorry, this one kills it. So this one is optional, but basically just makes it so the sword throw stops holding its sword. So when it dies, it doesn't drop the sword. And then we have to hook it up. I'll do this one so I can show you. It's super fast and easy if you're on PC. Redstone block, copy, paste in, and then you can hold control and middle click to copy command block, and then it's gonna say sword throw, and then we can test this out. Actually, first you're gonna edit this command block. So this one is from part 1. Basically before, what you had was replace item entity and then everything after that, but you're gonna want to add this part at the start, execute all the way up to run. So execute unless entity, all entities name equals sword throw, unless entity, all entities name equals web. Run, and then the rest of the command you can keep. So this was the so what this is gonna do is make it so the Zombo doesn't get a sword back in his hand immediately. When it starts holding a web or nothing in the case of the sword throw. But I believe that is it for part 2. I'm sorry I went through that so fast. I don't have much time on my hands, and I think you can do it yourself. So let's move on to part 3, where we're gonna customize this boss. Are you guys ready for the final part? Because here it is, part 3, the very final part. So the first thing to do is to just get rid of this command. Yeah, so get rid of the remove fighting Zombo command. You're not going to need that anymore, because we're going to remove it manually and it'll mess with the end game commands. But after you do that, here are the new commands. This is it. This is all that's left. So this first one, this is the spawning command. So it executes as netherite ingots. So here are the items we're going to use to spawn it. You can customize this however you want, but I'm going to use netherite, a nether star, and rotten flesh. So here's how it works, kind of. So basically it executes as the netherite ingot and tests for a nearby nether star, and then it also tests for a nearby rotten flesh, and if that happens it spawns in Zombo. And this is a chain conditional. This is important. That means it only runs if the previous command was an extra ran. So this kills the items nearby Zombo, which is the spawning items. And this is a tell raw command, so it executes as a Zombo and tells nearby players raw text Zombo, how dare you summon me. And then this is the last one. It's another conditional. It sets the time to midnight, so it's cooler. And we can see that works if I drop these. How dare you summon me. It didn't set the time. That's weird. Oh, it's because I have always day on. You can turn off always day. But yeah, so you can see it works. He spawns in. Next is these 4 commands. We have this repeat always active, which executes, or sorry, this tests if the game is over by basically saying, is there someone who has the tag fighting Zombo, but there's no Zombo? Then it'll load the reward structure. So you're gonna have to make this structure block. So you can put whatever you want in the structure. Oh yeah, so you can do /give add a structure block if you want structure block. You can put whatever you want in the structure. You can kind of do whatever you want with it. I'm giving them full nether armor and another sword, plus this, which is pretty overpowered for this cheap of a spawn. But you know, whatever you want. And then the next command we have, I just got arrow range. No, that was loud. Okay, next command we have, another tell raw. The Zombo says no. Another command we have, this one is really important. It removes the player's fighting Zombo tag. And the final command, guys, time set noon. So it sets it back to daytime. Okay, it's time for what you've all been waiting for. It's time for me to fight Zombo. So let's go in and let me grapple up. And here we go. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh no. How dare you summon me? Run. Oh, it's not working. No, I'm trapped. Okay, I destroyed the armor station. Good. Oh. Fight him. Oh. I got him. Let's go. I have a super good mace. That's why I could take him out so fast. So I broke the armor stand. So I got this good armor from the armor stand. Got all these rewards. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment if you followed along with the tutorial and finished it completely. I would be very impressed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.